some paths aren't discovered, they're imposed, long before you understood the weight of your own name. The ground beneath your feet has already been chosen. Born into survival, bred for conflict, you're cast among the wolves, not to be spared, but to be tested. To learn who bends, who breaks, and who rises to lead the pack. In this hierarchy, existence itself is a trial. There are no witnesses, no mercy, only the quiet law of dominance and consequence. To endure, you must prove your worth. To ascend, you must separate yourself from the pack. But survival alone is never enough. Order is enforced by those who sit above it, protected by systems older than the crown they wear. And history only has one rule. Power never changes hands peacefully. To break the order, you must dismantle what sustains it. To claim the throne, you must overthrow the one who rules it. Two of boxing's brightest stars collide as 3-division world champion Shakur Stevenson moves up to junior welterweight to challenge 2-division champion and reigning WBO junior welterweight king Teofimo Lopez. Two phenoms, both at the peak of their powers, drawn together by a fight that doesn't just decide a winner, but defines a legacy. The stage is set, January 31st, Madison Square Garden, a cathedral of champions where careers are etched into history. Two men enter, one stepping up to claim the ruling crown, the other standing his ground to defend it. But when the lights fade and the final bell sounds, only one leaves wearing the crown. When styles make fights, understanding the outcome begins with understanding the styles themselves. To evaluate what may potentially unfold, we must first dissect how each boxer thinks, moves, and opposes his will. Because in boxing, results are not accidents, but consequences of design. Shakur Stevenson is a defensive technician, outboxer, counter-controller. He doesn't fight at your pace, he controls it. His objective is to erase options, not chaos damage. Built on discipline and precision, Stevenson's style prioritizes position, patience, and control. Everything starts with his feet and ends with positioning. He operates just outside range, close enough in the pocket to threaten, but far enough to react and stay untouched. Small steps, subtle pivots, constant balance. He shrinks the ring for his opponents while expanding it for himself. The fight always happens where he wants it. His pacing is deceptive. Shakur fights at a calm, almost uneventful tempo, content to win rounds quietly. He doesn't rush moments, he waits for mistakes. While opponents grow impatient, he answers with short, clean bursts, landing first and stepping out before return fire ever arrives.
Long as he's with it, the body shot from Stevenson.
Offensively, he's meticulous. The jab sets everything: distance, rhythm, and control. Straight left split guards. Hooks land on the pivot. Body shots accumulate without warning.
Got Parker McConey to come.
He doesn't load up. His damage comes from placement, timing, and repetition.
Really, the weights easily. Also about entertainment.
You don't become one of the best current pocket fighters in boxing today without being defensively sound. Stevenson's defense is elite by design. Minimal movement, an efficient guard, and razor-sharp anticipation. No wasted energy, cat-like reflexes, slipping punches by inches. Then punishing mistakes instantly. His defense doesn't just protect him, it discourages offense. Every attempt feels like a gamble, every commitment a potential mistake. Above all, Stevenson denies havoc. He refuses brawls, ignores ego, and forces opponents to fight without comfort. By the later rounds, they're not just down in the cards, they're out of ideas. And when that happens, the fight is already decided.
And that's what you love to see from Shakur Stevenson. Not one punch at a time, but 4-punch combination. That left hand with the best.
Teofimo Lopez is a hybrid counterpuncher, explosive boxer. He fights with intent. While others manage space, he seizes it. His style is built on explosive athleticism, sharp instincts, and the belief that a single moment can decide everything. Lopez carries a quiet threat. Every exchange holds the possibility of sudden violence. At its core, Teofimo is a counterpuncher by nature, but an aggressor by temperament. He's most dangerous when opponents commit first. He uses subtle feints and a relaxed posture to invite offense, then detonates with speed and power that arrives faster than it looks. His timing is his greatest weapon. He doesn't throw often, but when he does, it matters. His footwork is spring-loaded, hips constantly loaded, ready to explode in any direction. He covers ground in an instant, closing distance with leading hooks or darting straight rights, then exiting just as quickly. The rhythm is unpredictable, long pauses, followed by sudden bursts, designed to keep opponents frozen, unsure when the thunder strikes. Lopez is explosive and opportunistic. The right hand is the headline, but the left hook is the trap. He makes his head and body shots well, and when he smells hesitation, he presses with authority. His power isn't just physical, it's psychological. One clean shot can change how an opponent behaves for the rest of the fight. Defensively, Teofimo relies on reflexes and athletic reactions. He slips, pulls, and rolls with confidence, trusting his speed to make danger miss. He's willing to take risks defensively because he believes he can make you pay harder in return. When he's locked in, those reactions turn defense into offense in one motion. Teofimo thrives in moments of uncertainty. He's at his best when a fight is hanging in a balance, when confidence and belief matter as much as technique. He doesn't aim to outsmart you. He aims to break the moment, seize momentum, and remind you that one mistake is all he needs.
He's landing. Barbosa is going to lead, which he isn't at this point. Teofimo.
Yeah, you see Barbosa's left eye swung.
He's on the ropes, but he's not covering up. He's moving, making him miss with every punch.
In a matchup this cunning, each boxer holds an advantage and a vulnerability waiting to be exposed. The true intrigue of this fight isn't found in what we know, but in the questions that remain unanswered as the opening bell draws closer. One of the central questions in this fight starts with Teofimo's history against skilled southpaws. Outside of a single loss, when you look at two of the toughest fights of his career, they came against fighters who could take away his lead hand, disrupt his timing, and force him to reset before he wanted to. Southpaws naturally complicate Teofimo's rhythm. His explosive counters rely on clear visual cues and predictable entries. Against orthodox fighters, those cues come naturally. Against southpaws, they're blurred. The danger isn't just the stance, it's the discipline that often comes with it. Skilled southpaws tend to control distance with subtle foot positioning, making Teofimo hesitant just long enough for his burst to arrive late. When Teo is late, he doesn't just miss, he overcommits. And that's where his balance, patience, and emotional control get tested. The question then becomes, has Teofimo learned to solve that problem, or has he simply survived it in the past?
Wants to throw some damage.
As he did in the second round when he really timed it perfectly if Lopez was
On
coming.
the flip side of the equation is Shakur's countering identity, which is built almost entirely on timing. Shakur is a reactionary counterpuncher. He reads the rhythm, steals the half beat, and places shots where his opponents end up. That works beautifully against fighters who move with patterns, even aggressive ones. But Teofimo doesn't move with rhythm, he moves with twitches. His feints are sharp, his bursts are sudden, and his explosiveness doesn't always announce itself. That creates a unique problem if the read is wrong and the timing is slightly off. If the trigger is inconsistent, the read becomes riskier. If the strike comes off a feint instead of a commitment, timing windows shrink. So the real question for Shakur is whether he can stay proactive without guessing. If he waits too long, Teofimo can steal moments. If he commits too early, he may walk into sudden shots. Shakur thrives when he controls the tempo, but Teofimo's style is designed to fracture that very tempo. A central question in this fight hinges on how Teofimo deals with Shakur on the outside, where Shakur does his cleanest work. Shakur isn't just boxing at range, he's erasing rhythm. His lead hand is there to control Teofimo before he ever has the chance to load his offense. So the real question isn't whether Teofimo can land something big early, it's whether he can stay mentally present while losing small moments over and over again? Can he accept being touched without immediately firing back? Can he apply pressure without chasing? Because the moment Teofimo grows impatient on the outside, he's playing directly into Shakur's hands. That brings us to the other side of the equation. What happens when the fight stops being clean because the boxing at range isn't working? Teofimo will have to complicate things. If he can close distance, lean, bump, invest in the body, and force exchanges in tight spaces, a different question emerges. Can Shakur be just as effective in the pocket against this level of athlete and boxer? There's no questioning Shakur's elite defense, but defense looks a lot different against someone with fast feet, explosive entries, and the hand speed to match. Does Shakur stand his ground and answer back? Or does he choose to exit, risking the kind of moment that can quietly swing rounds in Teofimo's favor? The fight may ultimately hinge on which uncertainty proves more destabilizing: Teofimo's discomfort against elite southpaw control, or Shakur's reliance on timing on an opponent refuses to be predictable. Whoever answers that question first doesn't just win rounds, they dictate the entire shape of the fight. The beauty of this fight is that both boxers face puzzles they've yet to fully solve, and each carries the antidote to the other's chaos. At its core, like any captivating matchup, it comes down to who can oppose the game plan most effectively. Teofimo is a wild horse, twitchy, unpredictable, with a style so raw and explosive that no one can ever fully prepare for it. Shakur, on the other hand, is a southpaw technician, built on fundamentals, layered with versatility, and quietly lethal in so many ways. Teofimo has all the tools, but his history shows a struggle against the counterpunching southpaw with movement. He thrives when he controls pace, yet falters when forced to solve a calculated, reactive opponent. That's where Shakur becomes a headache. He can comfortably pick apart opponents from the outside without ever needing to chase excitement, but once the fight comes to him, that's when he truly shines. In the end, it's a display of patience, strategy, and subtle control. Shakur Stevenson by unanimous decision.